Wow. Thank you. Thank you very much. Really appreciate everyone being here today. Chancellor Gingrich, Vice Chancellor Myford, thank you for your kind words and your introduction today. What an honor it is to be here in Anchorage, Alaska on this beautiful July 31st, 2018, to publicly accept the position as the next Director of Athletics at the University of Alaska Anchorage. You know, it dawned on me as I was flying somewhere over the lower 48 on Sunday afternoon, making my way here, that I've spent the last 33, 35 years of my life preparing for this day. So, needless to say, I'm very excited to be here. I want to begin with some heartfelt thank yous, provide a few details of my personal and professional background, and then offer three distinct yet connected messages that will provide focus to our work as we move UAA athletics forward. I've had a number of great women and men in my life that helped me arrive at this podium today, people who have inspired and guided me. I must begin with my two daughters, Madeline and Miranda. Both are currently pursuing their own undergraduate degrees right down the road here in State College, Pennsylvania, and Oxford, Mississippi. Madeline is earning her marketing communications degree at Penn State while working full-time and starting her own collegiate athletics career. And Miranda will be starting her junior year studying journalism at Ole Miss. Aside from my daughters, the people that have had the most profound impact on my life are two career educators that dedicated their entire professional lives to inspiring and guiding others, like we do here. I'm fortunate enough to call them Mom and Dad. Betty and Jim Myford, they have inspired and guided me at every turn. My mom, Betty's doing well in my hometown of Grove City, Pennsylvania. My dad, Jim, passed away in 2014, but I certainly feel his presence with me here today. And to my sister, Donna, who has been remarkably inspiring for me on so many levels. I, too, want to thank the individuals that helped to facilitate the process that brings me to Anchorage. Members of the search committee, our faculty athletics representative, as was introduced before, Debbie Narang, Chief of Staff and Contract Administrator for Administrative Services, Monica Kane. I know I saw. Two members of our UAA athletics team, Senior Associate Jane Pallister and Head Volleyball Coach Chris Green. And Terry Cawthorn, one of our former student athletes who continues to serve our state and her alma mater. And also, two community members and corporate partners and friends of the program that sat on the search committee, Kate Sliker from GCI and Scott Haberstad of Alaska Airlines. I look forward to getting to know all of you better, and thanks for your professionalism and thoroughness demonstrated through each stage of the process. Thanks also to the professional search firm of Eastman and Bodine, Bob Bodine and Kevin Gall. I've appreciated the class and professionalism that they delivered throughout this process. They are the best at what they do. Thank you also to Tim Pernetti and Tracy White of IMG College. Great people and excellent leaders. It was a special time to have been part of their organization over the last 5 years. I thoroughly appreciated and enjoyed my conversation with Chancellor Gingrich during the process. Thank you for your questions and for your insights. And thank you, Vice Chancellor Myford, again, for our conversations and your own insights on what a special kind of place this is and what brought you here from the Lone Star State. I don't know if we're setting any trends, but the warm weather to the cooler weather, I won't call it cold yet, but it seems to be a good trend. Finally, and although not present here today, to incoming Chancellor Sandeen and UA System President Johnson, I look forward to working for you and with you. I assure you that we'll do everything in our power to align with and remain supportive of the educational mission of the university. Next, just to provide a few details of my personal and professional background. In terms of my upbringing, I was born and raised in Grove City, Pennsylvania, about an hour north of Pittsburgh. Traditional family values were the norm in my house: respect, love, hard work, dependability, and a strong sense of family. As mentioned, both my parents were career educators. My mom, an elementary school teacher, and my dad, a university professor and chairman of the art department at Slippery Rock University. To this day, one of my favorite memories on any campus at any time was the day that Slippery Rock placed my father's name on their art building there. My father was a sculptor, often inspired by nature, especially rock formations and sea life. Needless to say, my oh my, would he love this place. My mom and dad also collected art, and I credit having our home somewhat of a gallery for my lifelong appreciation of the arts. In terms of my formal education, I attended Penn State University, where I earned a bachelor's degree in broadcast journalism. This area of study undoubtedly fed and expanded my desire to read, to write, to think critically, and most importantly, as I hope we all find, to clearly communicate my thoughts. And since that time, I've remained active in both my personal and professional development. Professionally, I've enjoyed a broad-based career. I've been an administrator, a senior professional, and executive. I've worked at championship organizations in intercollegiate athletics, in the NBA, and in the NHL. For the past 5 years, I've been employed by IMG, a worldwide leader in sports and entertainment, working most recently leading the team at Florida State University. So I provide that with all of that as background to say I feel well prepared for this day. Now, clearly Anchorage is a beautiful place. Striking horizons, majestic mountains, and inspiring views regardless of which direction you look. But everyone here knows that already. Yes, the splendor of Alaska was certainly a factor in my coming here, but I want to be clear about one thing. It was not the main factor. The lure for my coming to UAA is the opportunities for us to excel, to take the program to the next level, to partner and collaborate with our university leadership, our athletic department staff and coaches, and our student athletes as we write the next chapters of our story. So as we transition as a department, we will set 3 clear and vivid and connected expectations. These are expectations you should have of me, and the expectations we'll have of each other within the department, beginning today. The first expectation is that we will focus on fundamentals. The fundamentals mean we get back to basics. What are the most important things we do? The fundamentals begin with the alignment and support of the educational mission of the university. Then we certainly have the safety, health, and well-being of our student athletes. We have our own mission and charge in athletics to inspire, to guide, and to support our student athletes in their pursuit of excellence, academically, athletically, personally. The fundamentals mean that we will refocus on our guiding principles for decision-making, all the decisions we make: respect, excellence, inclusion, teamwork, dependability, and honor. We'll be meeting as a leadership team with our professional staff and with our coaches and other key constituents to refine our vision. Refining our vision simply means that we will review and we will write down all of our needs in every operating unit of athletics and in every sport, creating a needs report for our department. From there, we'll review the performance expectations for each and every employee. I believe that we owe each and every athletics department team member a clear job description and understanding of what's expected of them. The second expectation is that we will be professionally managed. We'll follow the words of Thomas Edison, who said, "There's a better way to do it, find it." And we will. We'll strive for simple plans and processes. We will embrace our best practices here at UAA and from across the industry. We're going to press into data management. Data surrounds us in incredible volumes and with incredible complexities today. We will mine that data to help us in our decision-making. And I'm going to suggest that we all become students again in seeking better ways to get things done. These plans and processes and reporting will hold us accountable in a very positive way. My intent is to assure that phrases like "it's not my job" or "we've always done it that way" get transformed and replaced with a mindset that says, how do we get this done? Our first expectation is to focus on fundamentals. Our second expectation is that we will be professionally managed. And our third expectation is for clear communications. We'll communicate respectfully and candidly and with a spirit of inclusion. We're not here to suppress opinions. We're here to cultivate and celebrate our difference in opinions. We will abide by the thought that no one of us is as smart as all of us. We're going to have a Department of Athletics where the best ideas win. You know, I've had the good fortune of working around and with some world-class service organizations, and what I know is that we are a service organization ourselves. We're here to serve our student athletes, our university, our fans, and our community. And I suggest that as we serve, we should be modeling and celebrating courtesy. Not that we don't, but we will. Everywhere. I suggest that our leadership team, our professional staff, and our coaches model please and thank you, you're welcome, and my pleasure. It sounds awfully simple, but as we serve our student athletes and each other in doing this, these are the hallmarks of world-class service organizations. Watch what happens. When we create this environment, just watch. We're going to be encouraging and lifting each other up. This will be a great place to be. It's why I'm here. When we create this environment, people will be drawn to us and our work, and we will be an asset to the university. And in turn, we will write the stories that promote and celebrate the great people, the great places, the great partnerships, and the great events of UAA athletics. We will be writing amazing stories. And our stories will become our chapters, and our chapters will become our history. So these are our three expectations that you should have of us. Focus on the fundamentals, professional management, clear communications. These are the expectations that will drive our achievement in the classroom, in competition, and in our community. These are our three expectations, and I thought it was important that they become the focal point for our meeting here today. This is why I've moved 4,500 miles to Anchorage, Alaska, to make your home my own, to be a part of this success. Now, I know you'll have questions of me, and to the best of my ability, you will have access to me and members of our leadership team. I've committed that for the next 100 days, that I'll be on what I'll call an aggressive listening tour as I get settled into the new position. I want and need to hear the thoughts and concerns of UAA athletics. In closing, I want to thank you all for your time today. I can't wait to meet and get to work with our professional staff and coaches and student athletes, and I'm excited to meet with so many others who can make a difference in our future and in writing our next amazing stories. It's a fantastic day to be a Seawolf. Let's get started.